forum tonight, and then we'll have presentations by John Gould, an introduction to space here, and an introduction about Chicago Underground Library by Nell Taylor. I would like to introduce to the stage now Janet Kuypers, who will read a poem. So there's a call out, and poets and other writers were invited to write poems, and was inspired by items found in the Chicago Underground Library catalog. And Janet very graciously offered to write a poem, and she also wrote a poem. I mean, she can read a poem that's from a book that is in the Chicago Underground Library collection. So please welcome Janet Kuypers.
Thank you. I feel really it's a very nice quiet space. It's a tone of. I know. I think I'm loud enough. Let's see how this works. Thank you very much. That was great. How do we get it on? It doesn't seem to be a
Hello. Oh, hello. I'll have to talk very quietly. Turn on my sexy voice and this nose so everybody can hear me.
Hi, and thank you very, very much. Yeah, Chicago Calling is a wonderful thing, and I'm going to be running something at the Cafe, 5115 North Lincoln Avenue on Tuesday night. If anybody's interested, I know Cafe Bellou, which I wish I knew the address, is on Monday night. But if you check out the PDF file for the schedule for the Chicago Calling series, you'll find details of stuff in the next few days. Yes, he had said, anybody that had anything inspired by things that they saw in the Chicago Underground Library catalog to write something. So I decided to do that, and as I was doing that, I noticed that one of the books that I had published through Scarce Publications, Slate and Marrow, actually appears in the catalog. So I thought I'll have to read that poem at the end of this, but I thought I'd read a poem with a lot of the titles that you will find throughout things that are available in the catalog. This, because you hear this title a lot in this collection, is called In These Times. In these times, have you ever learned to enjoy yourself under this cover when everything is only people versus empire? In these times, I can only think of some things that don't ever help. With my altered ink, in these times, my thoughts are in a stream. You want another story? Well, in these times, they'll tell you that this is good medicine. But in these times, I'm not just another pretty face. And I'm glad I look like a terrorist. These other voices give me one part honor, but more importantly, they make me proud I exist. In these times, it is no longer yesterday when I was younger. I needed the slate to keep me strong. I needed the marrow coursing through me. I needed it. Catalog, you'll find over half of that inside of it because there are a lot of really cool titles that are available listed there. And because they happen to have this book, I figured I might as well read the poem that this book is named after in this book, which is called Slate and Marrow. No one understood. It was like every morning I couldn't find a reason to wake up. The world felt cold, like slate, like the marble tiles in the front hallway of my parents' house. The floor was always cold. Oh, I wish I could feel that cold against my feet now. But there I was in some 11 by 12 apartment room, running from my past, running from my present. Every morning I would wake up, and I would wake up from that night again, when he came uninvited, or did I invite him? The haze of the drunken nights from then on, wearing the dress, knowing the faceless faces couldn't care less as long as they knew they could have their way with me that night. What would my parents think of me now? I'm no longer their little girl. I could feel myself getting older by the minute. I could feel my skin wrinkling, my joints getting stiff. I could feel my bones, the marrow drying up, my bones crumbling away. And every morning I would still put on my clothes, get my work together, head out the door. Could I ever get out of this cycle? And it was as if I had never realized that all this time I was looking for a reason. And it was you. When I strolled up to the street singer, I stopped because I saw your face. Why on earth did you think you could tell me your secrets only after we'd met 15 minutes before? And just being in your presence made me want to break down, made me hate everything, made me love everything, made me want change. I'd hit you in rage, I'd lean on you, my slight, and you let me. And it was as if the marrow was back. I could just lay in bed at night and feel the blood running through my body. I could feel the oxygen as I inhaled, hitting my bloodstream. I could even feel the marrow, all the cells in my body moving faster and faster. My skin would tingle. I suddenly had power. I could make blood move to any part of my body. I could make the pain go away. I could turn myself into stone, not so I was cold and unfeeling, but so I was strong, immovable. And I did it for me, but don't you dare think for a minute that I didn't do it for you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me know. I will leave business cards here, or you can check it out on the PDF file. And thank you, Dan. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all. Thank you guys so much.